In Mosul, Iraq's second-largest city, ISIS struck gold, literally. They robbed that city's central bank, taking a large amount of gold and an estimated $430 million. A smash and grab like that, some experts predict, could make them the richest terror organization in the world. The Council on Foreign Relations reports most of ISIS's financing comes from smuggling, extortion, and other crimes. ISIS is even cashing in on oil, selling crude from oil fields they took control of in northern Syria right back to the Syrian government. The New York Times reports ISIS is also selling electricity from captured power plants back to the government too.
They also do a lot of the traditional terrorist fundraising activities, kidnapping, robbing, thieving, they're involved in the drug trade. They have money laundering schemes.
In the Daily Beast, Josh Rogan reports that ISIS has also been funded for years by wealthy private donors living in countries the U.S. considers allies, countries like Kuwait, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia, and that those governments, says Rogan, know it's happening but choose to look away.
The governments could have some plausible deniability and say they weren't funding them directly. At the very least, they were looking the other way.
Now back to the numbers. If you do the math, ISIS may be worth at least $500 million after that last attack on that bank in Mosul. In 2011, the Taliban was said to be worth an estimated $70 million to $400 million. Even al-Qaeda can't compete. Al-Qaeda had an operating budget of about $30 million a year before the 9/11 attacks. And all of this cash on hand only allows ISIS to attract more extremist fighters who are drawn to higher salaries. Big money also helps ISIS finance large-scale prison raids, liberating hundreds of fighters who then join their ranks.
ISIS is a group that can't be negotiated with. The more resources they have, the more aggressive they'll be, the more violent they're going to be.
Elevating the risk in the Middle East and potentially around the globe. Randy Kay, CNN, New York.